He opens with a double.
Oh, Joe, I think she's struck it.
You might be right.
There you go. Open with a double. It's the first time on TV, Jim?
Indeed it is.
Okay. She gets a little bit of the butterflies out of the way with a double and a little sigh of relief, because going up against this lady, you need all the strikes you can muster. Wow.
Really wide. Oh, Gina.
The ball went approximately 4 boards wide of what her target is. Watch it here. It's going to teeter out there on about the first board, 1.5. Now it starts to roll back, but watch it here. Roll out and jump to the right. Gets a bad angle on the 5-pin. The 5-pin cannot get up to get the 7, and you can see the 10. It was in the pocket, and that's about the only thing that was good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ball was rolled out.
She holds one of them. And that is her first open frame today.
Jennifer, your thoughts on this? If you're playing and you know you have the swing area to the right, as Regina obviously has, does that maybe mess you up a little bit sometimes and make you be a little looser than what you'd normally
Absolutely. I think it's important that you watch your mark, and there she goes again. Oh, no.
Same result.
Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. You really do. You get a little bit lackadaisical, and it's important that you watch your mark, and by mark meaning one board on the lane, and try not to deviate too far from it, even though you do have the area.
We watched her strike with regularity, throwing the ball right over that first diamond, the 5th board, and these last 2 shots going wide about the 2nd board and hitting the pocket but paying a penalty. The good player, as Regina is, knows that those aren't really as bad of breaks as they look. That's a mistake. In an art game, when you make a mistake, you got to pay somewhere along the line, George.
And correct it.
Watch your eye there.
For every good break, there's a bad one, too. So now Pam Sheanshang here looking for a 3-bagger.
Remember, she's playing a tighter line, and it's there again.
Wow, she's looking great.
The fact that she has to play the tighter of the 2 lines and be a little bit more accurate is actually making her make better shots, George. And right now, she's got the triple, and Regina's got 2 wide open frames.
Pam bowled for Morehead State University, and at one time was ranked 5th in the nation.
Very nice.
So you know this lady can knock down the pins. Looking for 4.
Wow.
Got it.
We are getting a bowling clinic out of the ladies today. Let's see if we can pick up why this ball is so strong. Watch the end over end roll. A little off the side of the ball, but here it goes into that nice strong roll. Any deflection? Nah, not today. You guys are out of here.
Regina Snodgrass looking to get things back together.
Keeps it
better.
Frame number 4.
Exactly, Jen. Keeping the ball in tighter, George. She gets the pin action she wants, and the ball just is not rolling out. A lot of paper left.
Yeah, Regina's not going to fall over and die. She is a competitor.
Comes from a long line of competitors from out west.
About 60 miles west.
Right. Versailles.
Of course, Pollard's Bowl down there in Versailles, Indiana. Oh, no.
Well, I'm telling you, the idea of going wider kind of scared her. She doesn't want to do it, but here she softens up, hits the ball harder, and it doesn't quit this time. Goes right straight through the heart, leaving the 4, 6, 7. Virtually impossible to bring back.
Well, for Pam's first time on TV, that'll make her a little bit more loose. But
Pam Sheanshang, perfect through 4 and $15,000 if she throws a bunch more. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We're back at Northwest Lanes for our Queen of Bowling show. Nice crowd on hand today here at Northwest. Regina Snodgrass and Pam Sheanshang in match number 2, and Pam with a commanding lead. She has opened with 4 straight strikes, looking to make it 5 in a row here in the 5th.
The key to this, will she hit the 10th board?
She did.
A little soft maybe, or an elbow flailing?
Yeah, look, looks like the elbow got a little wide, Jen, and the commercial break breaks up that rhythm, unfortunately. But we've got to do that, and the competitors will get used to it. But Pam has really, really impressed me. She came out of what college?
Morehead State is where she...
They've got a lot of good bowlers there at Morehead State. They must have an excellent program.
The college program overall has really come a long way, and probably some of those college scouts will be watching in 2 weeks when we have our juniors on. Next week will be the women again, and then the week after that for 2 consecutive weeks will be our junior players, which will let all of you people at home have a really good look at the future stars from the greater Cincinnati area. So don't go away. We've got 4 more weeks of this excitement.
We've had plenty of that so far today.
There you go.
Pam Sheanshang back on track in the 6th frame.
Pam just really lets this one fly. Elbow straight right up underneath the ball. 1-3 pocket. That's the way you do it.
Pam's really improved her speed over the years. I remember I used to bowl with her back in junior traveling league, and she used to throw the ball considerably.
She doesn't know whether to laugh or cry, but you're playing the 5th board, the first arrow. It's not what we really call the ditch shot, but she's been flirting with it on a couple of frames going out to that 1 board, and when you're out there, every once in a while that's going to happen.
At least she chose to laugh rather than cry. You may as well, right?
There's a better shot there.
Much better shot.
Tough way to get a spare.
Sure is. I've had to go after a few of those. Late at night, you know.
Yeah, but you were playing the 3rd arrow, George.
Thank you. I've struck on the other lane before.
Andy Verapapa shot, huh?
Yeah.
By the way, I'd like to take a moment to mention that Regina and myself, I'm going to take a moment to brag, won the city doubles this year.
All right.
Pretty awesome, I think.
You should brag about that.
Heck yeah.
Well, between the 2 of you, you've got a list of titles that's pretty encompassing there. I think Regina's been posting a few scores down through the years. I don't know if she's been able to bring anything of real significance back, but she's been steady.
Regina's got accomplishments that you just can't believe. As a matter of fact, we needed about 2 pages.
Why don't you read them to us, Jen?
Just for one more thing, Linda Ashley will be next, and incidentally, she's the all events winner.
Wow.
From this year's city tournament. Gina has a very, very prestigious award, the WIBC team event. That's the National Women's Tournament. She won that. Hoinky Scratch team 3 times, city doubles, city singles, Hoinky mixed doubles, handicap and scratch. She won the U.S. Open qualifier in Indiana and Kentucky this year, and she will go on to the U.S. Open.
Wow.
Safe to say she knows how to bowl.
Yeah.
This lady knows. There you go, right over that target line again.
Oh boy.
Very, very seldom will you see someone as predictable as Pam with her roll and revolutions, but consistency is the key. With her, the revolutions don't change. It's end over end. Her speed is very consistent, and she's hitting her target with monotonous regularity.
I've heard that term used before somewhere. You know, we were talking about college bowling and how far that's come. You know who's got a pretty good team?
No. Who does?
UC.
UC, yes. Oh.
I hate being a straight man in this team sometimes, you know? But somebody's got to do it.
7 strikes out of 8 frames.
And the one that she did miss was after a pretty long break.
Exactly.
So.
She's sitting on about a 76-pin lead, so I guess this one's pretty well tucked away, and Pam will go on to her championship match.
Yep. Yeah.
There it is.
Just happy to be here. Huh?
Yeah, it's great to see her have some fun. Because she's had a tough way to go in this match. With 3 open frames, 3 major splits that were next to impossible to bring back.
Well, there you see a lot of marks by Pam Sheanshang, and I am impressed. I am really impressed with her game. Regina's been around. She's got the accomplishments that we've talked about, but when you're out of it, it's pretty tough to get your mental game back into it. And Regina's just kind of looking to get out of here this time, but she is one heck of a competitor.
Oh, gosh, I mean, the list of accomplishments we just ran down is
And that wasn't even half of them, trust me. That was as much as I had time for.
I guess she made sure she qualified for the U.S. Open by doing it in 2 states, huh? That is just staggering.
Next week, we're going to be seeing Nancy Fair, Robin Boskin, and Jan Hill, who incidentally has won it 2 years in a row. And like Alan Runkle, we'll be going for the 3rd time.
That's right. Alan racked up his 3rd King of Kings title last week.
Did a nice thing on him for your sports extra show last week. I stayed up late to watch you, George.
Well, you're the one, huh?
Yeah, I'm the guy that keeps your ratings up.
Yeah, well, that's an old joke I've used before. So.
And the people in the bowling community genuinely thank Ron Milnor, who I understand produced that show.
Yes, very
and
much
George,
so.
we thank you for putting that on because we need all the attention that I think, deserve.
Well, exactly. That's just it. It does deserve the attention. Probably deserves, well, I certainly know it deserves more than what it gets. And it's really one of the better kept secrets. And seeing the women bowl today is a real eye-opener because they are tough as nails.
It's nice to make a prediction and have it come true. I told you we were going to see some excellent bowling. And
you know, I'm bummed, though. I'm severely disappointed, Jen, that you're not out there rolling. Not that I don't want to have you here at the table.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, I am rather enjoying just sitting here and paying attention to my job back here, but I kind of peaked early in the season, and when the King came around, I was just at a standstill. I didn't bowl very bad, but I didn't bowl good enough, and it's not just me bowling bad, but it's the women who bowled just phenomenal. I got knocked off almost every week.
Well, I can see why, because they are really laying down the wood here. Pam Sheanshang here in the 10th.
Potential 254.
Well, I mean, Regina had a 252 in match 1, and that is really some major league bowling. Certainly out of my league. I'm not sure, though. I think maybe my high is at 2. Well, it might be at 254.
Really? Was that on Flash-O-Matic or Red Pen?
Nintendo bowling. No, it was at Stones Lanes. I'm serious.
I had to get you.
Yeah, well, you did.
Pam, not quite the drive that she's been having early on, but again, when the match is over, have a tendency to relax and take a little off the ball. She leaves the 5-7. It'd be kind of nice to watch her bring this one back. You slide the 5 over into the 7. She's going for it.
She sure is.
Oh!
Excellent game. A 243 for Pam Sheanshang, and she will move into our championship match.
Cool, too. I mean, look at her. She just a little bit of sigh there, but really not showing any signs of being nervous. Yeah, and here they come, the easy ones now, right? Looking back at the hub, Bobby. Giving her a smile, encouragement, and everything. It's neat to see the people come out and support their favorite bowlers. And is she going a little wide again?
We've got a nice crowd on hand today. They have really turned out to support these women bowlers.
Just to show you how interesting this game is and why we keep coming back all the time. Regina Snodgrass, the first game, seemingly invincible, 252, comes right back in the next game and shoots 100 pins less than that, 248. That's the end of game 2. Pam Sheanshang features a 243, and we'll go on to the championship match. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.